Today is a great, amazing, incredible day, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a German day, not just a German day, but a Christmas German day. 2024 top 5 best Christmas markets in Berlin. Without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Let's go.
Berlin becomes a beautiful winter wonderland in December with over 60 Christmas markets dotted around the city. It can be really difficult.
Say that again. Did she just say she didn't? Guys, I thought I heard 60. That cannot be correct. That can't be right. Come on.
In December with over 60 Christmas markets.
I heard correctly. 60! 60 Christmas markets. What the hell? In one city? That's incredible. Oh my god. I need to come to Germany like yesterday. I love Christmas markets and you have 60 of them in one city. That's wild to me. Oh my god. Wow.
Dotted around the city, it can be really difficult to decide which markets to visit. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the top 5 Christmas markets to visit in Berlin. Make sure that you stay till the end, as number 1 is the best one, and there is a bonus Christmas market which is new for 2023, and it was absolutely...
Wait a minute, so you have like 60 Christmas markets and you're still creating new ones. I just love that. I love that. Mate, oh man, I'm living in the wrong country. 60 Christmas markets.
Absolutely amazing. I'll also mention which markets are great for kids if they're free entry and what foods to try, as well as if there's anywhere indoors to get out of the cold. I'll also give you some tips and trips for your trip to Berlin Christmas markets in general. If you're ready for all this information, let's get straight into the video. Christmas markets in Berlin start from late November to January, and they usually go past Christmas, so it's great if you're looking for somewhere to go after Christmas.
She said late November to January, so they're open now, right? It's late November, it's the 25th as I'm filming this, so yeah, they're open. Are they open? Let me know in the comment section.
Day, or maybe even for New Year. The opening times for the markets are usually around 11 AM till about 10 PM. So the 5th best Christmas markets that we went to was the Winter Wonderland World in Potsdamer Platz. This market is free entry and it's super popular for this big slide that you can pay to go on. There was a lot of kids waiting to go on it. It was super popular. If you've also got really young kids, there is this teacup ride that the little ones are really enjoying. So there is a few things to do at this market if you've got young kids.
This one's definitely a little bit more like local, family friendly, not necessarily like the best one to go at night. This is what I'm getting from it so far.
Visited this market in the daytime, so the atmosphere was not the same. It wasn't as good as the other markets that we visited at nighttime, so I don't know if it packs up a little bit later on, but we found it wasn't as Christmassy as the others. There wasn't as many Christmas decorations, and it just didn't feel as magical as some of the others did.
But the thing is, you have 60 of them. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you go to this one and you're a bit disappointed, you're like, well, okay, let's go to the one, like, I don't know. There's 60 of them. Let's take our pick. Whereas in where I'm from, in Leeds, the city that I grew up in, there's one Christmas market. Granted, very lucky, it's pretty good. It's a German Christmas market, believe it or not. The people working in the stalls, a lot of them are German. I think pretty much all of them are German. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. It's pretty good. I don't know how authentic it is. I'd have to go to Germany and try your Christmas markets to verify it's actually authentic. But we only have one. So lucky it's good. Because if it wasn't, we've got no other options. You have 60 in one city. That's crazy.
This market had an indoor hut that you could sit in and have a few drinks. This is super important when you're in Berlin because it is so cold and often snowing. So it's really important to have somewhere indoors to escape the cold. They had a decent selection of food here, not the biggest variety as some of the other markets I'm going to share with you. There was a lot more sweet food than savoury. If you visit this market and see these ball things, you've got to try them. They were the best, so delicious. There was also this bar really near.
Are they like donut balls? Oh, I love donuts. I love... homemade donuts. You know, like the ones that, oh my God. We don't do them as much in the UK anymore, but when I was a child, they used to have these portable, I don't know, portable stands, portable kitchens, and they used to make donut stands, and they'd just put the little circular donut in and fry it, and they'd put it in the bag, and they'd put sugar in the bag, and you'd shake it. Oh my God, they were beautiful, but I've not seen them since I was a kid in the north of England, so I don't know what's happened, but I used to love those
Nearby
little ring donuts.
to the market, so you could come in here and have some drinks, and it was really upscale, quite nice, so it's good to pop in here if you can, and it's got nice clean bathrooms. There was no live music, and we would give Potsdamer Platz Christmas market a 5 out of 10. The fourth best Christmas markets for us was the Christmas markets on Alexanderplatz. This is one of the most popular Christmas markets there is to go to in Berlin. It's a free market and it's split into two. There is a tram line across the middle of the Christmas market, which makes it a little bit divided and doesn't feel as cohesive. There's a roller skating rink in the middle, so that's quite exciting to do as a couple or even with kids. The food choice here.
Yes, you know what's funny? In the city I'm from, they have the Christmas market and the roller skating rink in the same area, but they're not on at the same time. So the Christmas market's on first in this square in the city centre, and then when the Christmas market is done, which is normally just before Christmas, I think it's just before Christmas, then the skating rink gets put up after Christmas around January time, I think. I could be wrong, but yeah, basically they use the same space, so they can't be up at the same time. I'm not from a huge city. It's big, it's not that big.
Here was a lot better than Potsdamer Platz, but it's still not the best out of all the markets that we went to. They had a lot more savoury food options than the previous market I just showed you. They had the worst tornado potato I have ever had, ever. It was awful. Look at the state of this, and it tasted awful as well. I'll show you a picture of the one I had in Japan as a comparison. Look how much better this one is. The indoor bar though in Alexanderplatz was the best one out of all the markets that we went to. It was really big, there was lots of seating, so lots of space to escape the cold, and it was so nicely decorated. It felt so cozy and homely. Mulled wine is very different in Germany, and they can add amaretto or rum, which makes it so delicious, and we actually loved that.
Yeah, so I've had that sort of mulled wine at the German Christmas market in my hometown, and you can have a different variations, the mulled wine one, the amaretto one. So good. It's so good. And I don't know if you do it in Germany. Oh no, it is a German. Oh my God. I just realised. So in the Christmas market, you can return the mug. And you return the mug and you get some money back. I think you get some money back for the mug if you return it. Or you can keep the mug. That's a very German thing. So it's clearly from... You know, like I've on my my journey of learning about Germany, I'm realizing a lot of what we do in England, a lot of the things that I thought were just English, are German. So yeah, there you go. And I love the Christmas market mugs.
I tried eggnog for the first ever time while we were in this market, and it tasted really truly awful. It was so bad. A little bit later in this video, I'll take you to the Christmas market I went to with the best ever eggnog. This one,
maybe she was picky. Maybe she's a picky eater and drinker.
Was definitely the strongest, but not the nicest at all. So the first tip I've got for you is that if you're visiting Berlin, they use real glasses when they're serving you drinks outdoors. We were not used to this from the UK, as we get served mulled wine in paper cups. This is a good...
Wow, they give you guys actual glasses. They trust your people. In the UK, we can't be trusted. They give us paper cups because we probably smash the glass on the ground. We probably hit each other over the head. We get too drunk. He cannot be trusted. She's correct. In the UK, they give us paper cups.
Thing as the quality is great, like the cups aren't melting in your hands, and I can imagine it's a lot more environmentally friendly. However, the downside is that you have to pay a deposit for the glass when you're buying a drink. The deposit for the glass depends on the store, but it's usually around €5, and it's a little bit inconvenient.
But you have to do that in the UK as well. Oh no, actually no. Well, I don't know. They do give you paper cups in a lot of places, but in my city they also give you an actual mug that you can take home, like I said, or you pay a deposit, you can take it home, but if you bring it back, you get the deposit back. So no, you do get proper like glass and whatever cups are made out of.
Because you have to stick around, finish a drink, get your money back for the glass before you can move on to somewhere else. If you're staying within the same market, you can use that glass on different stalls and they will just wash it out for you. However, if you want to take your own cup so you don't have to pay a deposit, that would also be a good idea. We didn't do this because we didn't know before we went, but it would have saved us a lot of time waiting around to get our money back for our glass. We tried a lot of food at this market. It had a lot of delicious food. I've showed you a few of the foods that we didn't like so much. So now let's move on to the ones we loved. If you see this, I don't know what the name of it is, so I put some pictures up above of what the sign was like, but oh my gosh, it was the best thing.
I can't really. I don't know. Let me know what this is. This looks amazing.
This is another thing that we thought was delicious. We have no idea what it's called or what it even is, but we had some currywurst in there and some chips, and it was so good. If anyone knows the name of these, will you please put them in the comments to help out the others? Sorry, we have no idea what it's called. These gingerbread and sweet stalls were there at every single market for you to try. We did try it at a different market and we weren't too keen on the taste. It tasted a little bit stale and we didn't like it when we tried it there. We did, however, try this new sweet treat that we'd only seen in the German Christmas markets. And again, I don't know what they're called. I think that's the name above there, but don't know for sure.
Rottenburger. Is that what it says?
We tried one, it was delicious.
Yeah, Rottenburg burger? Is it because it looks like a burger? I don't know.
Marzipan-y, and we tried.
Oh no. Guys, I don't like marzipan. Sorry to keep pausing it, but I don't like marzipan. I do not like marzipan. Anything that has marzipan on it, throw it in the bin. It's not for me. I just don't know. I just don't like it.
The one with pistachios. It was so delicious, so I would definitely recommend that. The Alexanderplatz Christmas markets were so much more Christmassy. They had this fire. It was really nicely decorated and gave us Christmassy vibes. There was no live music, but we really enjoyed it. Overall, we would give this market a 6 to 7 out of 10. The third best Christmas market that we visited while we were in Berlin, Germany was the city market. This market was another one with free entry and it had a great central location right near the Berlin Zoo and the Bikini Mall. It was like a shopping district, so there was loads of shops around, lots of bars and restaurants, and the location was really fantastic. You can tell that this market was very popular. It was really busy and packed. The city market was a lot bigger than the previous two markets I've showed you so far. We would say that this is probably the most picturesque out of all the markets I'm going to show you today. It was so Christmassy, there were lights everywhere, Santa Claus, reindeers, there was a lot going on. It's very Instagrammable and there's a lot of places for photo opportunities in this.
That light bill must be crazy. There's so many lights. The building is wrapped in lights. Wow.
Market. There was a lot more food options here. Again, a lot of savory and sweet options. There was quite a lot here. Another tip to realize when you're coming to Germany is that a lot of the signage is just in German, so there isn't much.
Well, that is such a British mentality. So one thing you need to realize when you come to Germany is all the signs are in German. Of course. That's the most British thing I have ever heard. When you come to England, all the signs are in English. Why do you think that's the case? Because it's bloody England. So when I go to Germany and I see just German, well, yeah. I'm in your country. Oh, anyways, let's continue.
English, and at the food stalls you're not really going to know what you're ordering. If you're like us and you don't speak any German, you might want to familiarize yourself with the names of things like mulled wine, or you can just point to it when you see it. But we ended up just trying a lot of things that we already know because we were just pointing to it, or if something looked nice we would try it, but we didn't really know what the ingredients were because we didn't speak German. One thing we tried for the first time were Hungarian langos. You've got to try them, and later on in this video I'll show you a market which had the best langos that we had while we were in Berlin. We didn't really see any rides or games for kids to do in this market. There was a lot of potato everything when we were in Berlin. It seems potatoes are really popular here. We did try these like crisps looking things, they weren't too nice. And we also tried this kebab. It was okay, you've got to try it for yourself. We also tried a piece of the steak, which was nice. However, we had a much more flavorful and better steak in another market, which I'll be getting to a little bit later. But this was tasty and it's worth trying while you're in this market. We tried currywurst here at a few different stalls, and both of them gave us the chopped bratwurst sausage in just ketchup sprinkled with curry powder. So we weren't too impressed that it was just ketchup. Usually with the currywurst, the sauce is already pre-mixed. So yeah.
Okay, so it's the currywurst, just the sauce, the ketchup sauce, and then they sprinkled the curry powder on top rather than it being mixed in. And okay, I get it. I've never tried currywurst, so that's one thing I'm looking forward to trying when I go to Germany. There's so much food I haven't tried, guys. I'm just wait for those videos of me trying German food, because it's gonna be hilarious. Because yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like anything, but I'm sure it's very tasty.
Yeah, we weren't too impressed with that. But overall, we really enjoyed this market. Again, there was no live music or entertainment while we were there in this market, and we got there at a great time getting to sunset. There was
She said no live music and like entertainment, but in the Christmas market in my city, my hometown, there's no live music or entertainment really. No, there's music in the background, but there's no live music. You don't need a live music at a Christmas market, do you?
Indoor bar to sit inside and escape from the cold. This market was so pretty and felt really magical and got us in the Christmas spirit. So we would give this market a 6 to 7 out of 10.
Not bad.
The second best Christmas market that we went to was a free one, and it was the City Hall Christmas Markets, or also known as Rotten Rathaus. This is another market in a fantastic location right near to the iconic TV tower. If you can, it would be great to visit the TV tower. It's got a bar up there. The bar was closed while we were in Berlin. However, there is also a restaurant up there, or just an observation deck to overlook Berlin. This market is known for the huge Ferris wheel that can be seen from all around, and it's also the only market that we went to that had an ice rink. So that really got us in the Christmas spirit. Ice skating can be so cute to do as a couple, and also a lot of fun with kids. We saw a lot of kids.
Why are there so many people on the outside looking in? There's hardly any people skating. There's loads of Germans on the outside just looking. I just feel like that's a really German thing. Because you guys are people watchers. You are. You're people watchers. You like to watch people. And I just feel like there's a lot of people watching and not much people skating. I just find that really funny.
Having fun on there. This market definitely had all the Christmas magical vibes. It was an amazing atmosphere, really well lit up. Decorations were fabulous, and it did feel really Christmassy. There was a lot of stalls here for food and arts and crafts. It was definitely the biggest market, we would say, out of all the ones that we went to in terms of food stalls. I think that if you're...
but the thing is, it's very busy. And I'm not a fan of really busy crowds, you know, like where you just can't move and you're like, kind of like, This one looks very busy.
Going to Berlin with children, it's probably the #1 market that you should be going to. There were a lot of families here and there's quite a lot to entertain children. There is the Ferris wheel and the ice rink, which we already saw, and then there's also the carousels that we have here. So there's quite a lot here to keep kids busy and occupied. There's also a lot of other families here. This was the market that we saw the most families in. The selection of food was fantastic. It's definitely the best selection of food out of all the markets that we went to. It had all the usual foods that you would expect. And then it also had a lot of different things that we hadn't tried yet. One food that
I don't know what all that is. Some type of sweets and chocolates, M&Ms. Nice.
you definitely need to try while you're in Berlin is these almonds covered in different flavors. Our favorite one was the Ferrero Rocher one, but it's got Bailey's covered ones and all different types of flavors. They were really tasty and delicious. We bought quite a few of these to eat while we were in Berlin. There was also Santa's sleigh. So there was the sleigh and it was hanging from near the Ferris wheel all the way to the other side of the markets, and we were told that this sleigh lights up a couple of times a day and you can see Santa's sleigh and the reindeer going across the market, which is so sweet. There was a lot of variety of foods to try. There was this sausage looking things and one of them said donkey, so that was interesting. We did try it though.
One of them says donkey? It's not donkey, is it?
We did, however, try a pretzel that was really nice. We had a cinnamon and sugar pretzel and it was super good. Another thing that we tried for the first time at this market was this chimney cakes. It was really interesting. We've never had anything like it. It kind of tasted like bread. It had a few different flavors and we went for the lotus one. And yeah, it was just super interesting taste. You'll have to try it and see if you like it or not. We liked it. We got it with a chocolate dip. One negative thing I have to say about this market is that we walked around everywhere and it was super freezing, so we were trying to find somewhere with an indoor space to sit down and warm up a little bit, and we looked all over the market and there was nowhere to sit in.
That is a negative thing, because you can have those Christmas markets where it's just the stalls and you go to the stalls, you try the food, etc, etc. But if they don't have any of those big, what do you call them? The big huts, the big, you know what I mean? The big, I don't know, beer keller, I don't know what they're called. Big huts where you sit down with your mulled wine and you sit on these benches. If they don't have those at a Christmas market, is it really a Christmas market? It's just a Christmas market with stalls that you walk around. Yeah, you need to have some seating for some people, especially because there are some people that have issues with their legs and can't walk around in the cold for a long period of time. So that's not good.
Outdoors and enjoy a drink. We did enjoy a few mulled wines outdoors, but there was nowhere inside to sit and escape the cold. So that was one con of this market.
That is a con.
We did also try a crepe here. We thought it tasted good, but we've had lots of crepes before and it wasn't anything different about this one, but it tasted good. Another thing that could be worth trying while you're in Berlin is this like mac and cheese looking thing. They did tell us, the staff there, that it's kind of like the original mac and cheese. We don't know, maybe you try it out for yourself, see what you guys think. Another thing that we tried was this cheese. It was so smelly, you can smell it immediately. It smells really bad.
That's the one that they scrape and then they put on the bread. Oh, I've always wanted to try that cheese. And they put it on a baguette. It looks so good. Yeah, I've seen videos on it and I've always wanted it. Even if it says stinky cheese, I want it.
However, it did taste really good. They load the cheese up to this machine and then melt it, as you can see on the top, and then scrape it onto a piece of bread, and it does taste so delicious. The cheese is so like melted and yummy, so we did enjoy it. Don't let the smell put you off, because we did think it tastes nice. It's worth a try if you love cheese. We got ours with some ham. You can also get it plain, and they top it off with some green onions chopped up and a gherkin.
No onions for me. Unless the onions are cooked, I don't want it. But I'll have some ham.
We think that this must be a super traditional German dish or something, because we saw it in every single Christmas market, and the smell was really putting us off, so we never tried it until now, but we're glad we did. It was actually...
My partner hates cheese. Like, hates cheese. It's not a allergy or anything. Just, yeah, doesn't like cheese. So, it's just going to be me eating it.
Really delicious, so don't be afraid to try it. We really enjoyed this market, but we were absolutely freezing because there was nowhere to escape the cold, so we would give this market a 7 out of 10. Outside of the market, as a bonus, there was this like fire show happening, and that was really entertaining. So look out for any other shows that might be happening around this market. There's really a lot going on in this market, and there is so much to do, so you can spend a good few hours here doing a lot of different things. The final Christmas market, and the best and most amazing market that we went to while we were in Berlin, was the Christmas market in Gendarmenmarkt. This was the only market that we went to that we had to pay. It was only
Currently at Platz. Okay, so I got to remember to go to this market if it's the best. If it's the one that they say is the best.
€2 per person, and kids under 12 got in for free. There were huge queues to go here.
Wait, hold on, sorry, what's that?
And kids under 12 we went to that we had to pay. It was only €2 per person, and
see, that's reasonable. €2 per person, not 20 something euros or anything. I've seen some markets that are like very expensive to get into. I don't think German markets, any markets, should have high admissions. I think it was, I watched a video on Sweden, and they had a Christmas market where you have to pay like, it's like literally €20 to enter the market. It's like, are you kidding? I don't think so.
And kids under 12 got in for free. There were huge queues to go here, even when we walked past it on a daytime, and it hadn't even opened yet. There were queues of people queuing up, waiting to buy their ticket to enter. This market is so grand and beautiful. It looks really nice because all the huts and all the teepees look the same with the star on the top, and it just looked really beautiful and picturesque. This market is definitely the best one for arts and crafts. If you wanted to buy some gifts and do some shopping, this is the best market to do it in. There was a huge indoor shopping area with lots of stands with different gifts and trinkets that you could buy for people as gifts. There were lots of indoor places to escape the cold here. There were bars and restaurants that were all indoors, so we really enjoyed that. This market is usually in Gendarmenmarkt, and that is a different location from where it was this year. So the Gendarmenmarkt place is outside the hotel that we were staying at. Actually, we stayed at the Hilton, but because of construction, that square is closed. So this year, and I think it started last year, so from 2022 to 2024, they've relocated the market to Humboldt Platz, which is where it was when we went this year in 2023. This was also the only market that we went to that had some live performances outdoors. So there was like a little bit of a drama, and they were doing some acting there on stage. They kept getting changed and doing different things. We don't speak German, so we weren't 100% sure everything that was going on, but a lot of it included like dancing and just different things, so we could kind of follow along what was happening. It was really entertaining. We were all the way near the back, so if you go early, I guess
I think entertainment is good though. Like, is that it adds to the market itself to have like entertainment on. So pretty good.
To get a space closer to the front where we could still see what was happening. There was entertainment the whole time since we arrived at this market until about 9 p.m. when the live performances here stopped. This place had more groups of friends.
He's on top of someone else as well. I didn't realise that. Pretty impressive.
Friends and couples here at this market. We didn't really see a lot of families. I wouldn't say it's the most family friendly market because there's not any rides or anything to entertain children. It's quite lively, bit of a party atmosphere, and it is definitely better for adults. It's such a great atmosphere and felt so Christmassy. It was again very busy. It's peak time to be in Berlin, so all these markets are super busy, and they're also some of the most popular ones to go to in Berlin. We did find that the stalls here had the most delicious mulled wine. They were really tasty. The variety of food was not the best here. There was other markets that had better food, but the drinks were really good. They even had in this stall somewhere that you could add even more rum to your mulled wine if you wanted to, which was great. An important tip when you're going to these Christmas markets would be to take cash with you. There were a few stalls over there that did accept card, but quite a lot of them were cash only, so it's better.
Cash only in 2024. What do you guys think to that? What is Germany like for cash? Like, are you still quite a cash system, or are you like the rest of Europe? Because I feel like in the UK, cash wise, I can't think of an instance where I would need cash over card. I think everywhere uses card now. I mean, you can pay with cash, but there's nowhere like it's like cash only. I mean, they try to do it at some like Chinese takeaways in England, but I think that's getting stamped out now. I can't think of anywhere where you'd need cash only. So that's interesting.
Better to take cash with you. It's also much more easy when you are paying the deposit for the cups, so that when you pay cash, they can just give you your refund back in cash for your cups. This was the place with the best langos that we had while we were in Berlin. They were so delicious. This was the first place that we tasted them, and they tasted so amazing. We loved it. We also had this pizza thing at the stand, and here also we had a guy playing some live music, and everyone was dancing and having a few drinks. It was a really good atmosphere. I'll show you a little snippet of the sound and the atmosphere that was going on that night with the live singer. We really enjoyed the bratwurst from the stand here in the middle. It tasted really good. And
love bratwurst. That's one thing I have had that's German. I've had bratwurst, but I've had no other wursts. I've had no other sausages. I've tried. I didn't know you had so many varieties. I've tried this one though in the baguette. They serve these at the Christmas market in Leeds, where I'm from. But yeah, you have many other sausages, so I need to try them too.
Currywurst from this market also had the real currywurst sauce, so it wasn't just ketchup with the curry powder sprinkled on the top, so it tasted much better, which we enjoyed. At this food store, they had an indoor section where you could sit down in the warmth and eat, and they gave you real glass plates and cutlery, which was nice. It was good to use real glass. And this is the currywurst, and my husband had some pulled pork, which was also really good. We absolutely loved this market. It was our favorite by far. It was so much fun. The atmosphere was amazing. The food was good, and the drinks were even better. Now time for the bonus market. This is a new market for 2023, and it's the Christmas market at the Humboldt Forum. This is a free market, and it was so good that we went twice, once in the daytime and another time in the evening. This market is in a fantastic location, so it's right.
And you know what I love? It's quiet. Obviously, because it's a new market, it's not as busy.
Near the Gendarmenmarkt market and also the City Hall market. They're all within walking distance from each other, so you could do all three markets in one day, which is good. It's right opposite the Berlin Cathedral, so it's got a fantastic view of the cathedral from the markets, and it's really, really beautiful. What we loved about this market is that it's a lot less busy than the other markets because it's a little bit newer and it's less chaotic. There's space to move around and it's a lovely market too, so it's great. We had the most delicious steak here in this market. We actually came here twice for this steak. If you come here, you need to try the steak from this stand. It was so good, juicy, flavorful and so delicious. Right across the street, opposite the Berlin Cathedral, there was...
That cathedral's beautiful. Wow. The detail on that cathedral is wow.
a busker playing some live music for everybody. It brought a lovely atmosphere to the place. We found it a really nice market to come to in the daytime and even better at night. It really turned into a magical...
That's so awesome. That light show in the buildings.
winter wonderland.
That kind of reminds me of my city, Leeds, the town hall, and they put a light show in the town hall sometimes. It's nothing like this, but yeah.
It was so Christmassy. We loved the projections on the building that it was next to, and it made it really pretty. This is the market where we had the best eggnog. It was so much better than the first eggnog we had in Alexanderplatz. The mulled wine was also absolutely delicious. We did find that across all the markets, the prices were kind of similar. Here's us having the steak again. It was so good. Don't forget to walk further into the market inside the square. There's even more within the building, and we saw some unique foods. So we saw this Jamie Oliver stand, which we hadn't seen anywhere else. This market's only got one thing for kids. It's got a carousel that kids can go on. However, I think it's probably better for adults. And there was quite a few people like having a few drinks and dancing to the music, so we feel like it's a more like adult vibe, but we did see a few families there. The one downside about this market was that again there was nowhere to sit indoors to escape the cold. We couldn't find anywhere, so that was not good. But other than that, it really had a great choice of food. We came across this Caribbean food stand which had the most delicious jerk chicken and plantain. You've got to try it while you're in Berlin.
They have a Caribbean stand now. That appeals to me as well. This is so good.
That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, pop them down below in the comments section. I'd be so happy to help you. I hope you enjoy the markets and I hope this really helped.
I can't wait to go to Berlin. I can't wait to go to Germany. I'm beginning to have a very soft spot for Germany. I just love that it's elite. But 60 markets in one city, that has blown me away. You have 60 markets in one city. That is crazy. I need to get myself to Berlin pronto. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, I will see you very soon.